breaking series win. So you know what time it is. The Yankees win. Woo! Yankees take 3 out of 4 from the hated Boston Red Sox at the stadium. We're going to break down and recap it. It's the recap king himself. We're going to talk about it, rap about it right here at Yankees Digest. Bring you all things New York Yankees. But before we do that, you know what time it is. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. We are closing in on 2,000 subscribers. We just crossed 1,800. Let's continue to bridge that gap between the non-subscribe and the subscribe right here on Yankees Digest, bringing you all things New York Yankees. Man, lovely way to cap off a long 4-game weekend series at the stadium. The Yankees take 3 out of 4 from the hated Boston Red Sox. And man, oh man, this series had a little bit of everything. Of course, got to dive right into the series finale. Yankees win 5-2 on Sunday afternoon at the stadium. But they take 3 out of 4. Dramatic walk-off fashion with Soto in Game 1. In Game 2, they kept things rolling. In Game 3, a little bit of a hiccup. Cole, whew. That was, kids, cover your ears, hide your eyes. Cole gets lit up in Game 3, but Game 4, Carlos Rodon and the captain, all rise, here comes the judge, came through, and the Yankees take 3 out of 4 from the Yankees. Of course, Game 2, how could I forget about the grand salami in dramatic fashion from the captain? It was a long series. I forget things. But Game 4, big time effort from not just the pitching, but as well as the bats. And you know, you gotta start absolutely with the captain, of course. All rise, here comes the judge, his 53rd home run of the season. Again, the AL MVP was wrapped up about 2 months ago. He just kept things rolling. And again, this series, the Stars stole the show in all 3 of the wins. You had Soto with the walk-off hit in Game 1. You had Judge with the go-ahead grand slam in Game 2. And you've got Judge again with another long home run. He hit it all the way to Staten Island. Goodness gracious. Off Cutter Crawford there. It pretty much left the stadium. But you want your stars to show up. You want the big dogs to eat. Again, Golden Corral. Big dog's eating. Don't bother him. He's at work here. Judge comes through with a monster home run that really set the stage. That made it 4-0. It was already 2-0 after a Gleyber Torres home run earlier. And you just love to see the Yankees really rounding into playoff form right now. Because again, you knew coming into the season what you were going to get out of Soto. You knew coming into the season what you were going to get out of the captain. But again, you got to talk about, absolutely got to talk about the pitching. And we're going to show some love right here. Slow clap for Carlos Rodon. Again, this is your number 2 starter in the ALDS. I'm doing a little foreshadowing here. Hopefully not a wild card best 2 out of 3 or winner take all. In a ALDS, with that being the Yankees opening tote at this 28th pennant, there's your Game 2 starter. And again, I'll take this 7 days a week. You know the saying. Say it with me. 7 days a week, twice on Sundays. And today was Sunday. 5 1/3, 6 hits, only 2 earned runs on the Tyler O'Neill home run, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. That's enough to win. That's enough to win. With the Yankee bullpen beginning to find some answers now, with guys like Ian Hamilton coming back, with Cousins, who picked up the save this afternoon, with your new closer that I talked about in the previous video, and Luke Weaver. The Yankee bullpen is beginning to take shape. So now the starting rotation is beginning to take shape too. And nothing's changed. This is easy. This is a layup. My 3 starters come postseason time: King Cole, Carlos Rodon, and Luis Gil. Those are your 3 starters. And if you're going to get this from Carlos Rodon come October, the Yankees are going to be in good shape. They'll be in good shape. This has been a bounce back year for him. He was really finding himself last year. This is a guy that's battled injury since the day he signed. I think he was injured while he signed with the Yankees in free agency a few years back. But he has really battled, and he's really pitched very, very. He's been a solid number 2 starter in the rotation really all year. Couple ups and downs, couple hiccups, couple poor outings, but it's baseball. There's 5 bajillion games per year. You're going to have some clunkers in there. But for the most part this year, Rodon's been solid. And I said this even on my personal podcast, the Ugo Boy podcast, now streaming on all digital platforms. Nothing the Yankees do this year is going to matter unless this guy pitches better. Because it can't be Cole or bust. It just can't be. It just can't be. And he's pitched well. Stroman, who's headed to the bullpen now. Nestor, who's also bullpen, but will probably make some opening or some spot starts. Who knows what Aaron Boone's plan is. But this guy right here, bullpen is not in his vocabulary when discussing Carlos Rodon. He is your number 2 starter, and he pitched like it today, and is a big reason why the Yankees scooped up the 3-1 series victory. And there was some drama. There was some high class drama. I mean, we talked about it. King Cole got slapped around, intentionally walking Rafael Devers, Yankee killer, hitting him with a pitch earlier in the game. It was and really the wheels rolled off the tracks after that. Again, the Red Sox really put it on King Cole in Game 3, and you had Alex Cora just adding to the allure of the rivalry. This was him talking about possibly the Game 3 victory for the Red Sox, maybe galvanizing them and helping them get on a wild card run. Basically saying, if this happens, we're probably going to thank Garrett Cole for getting us going. Well, in the words of Stone Cold Steve Austin, what? No. You're going to take 3 out of 4 losses in this series, and the Yankees are going to get the series victory as well as add on to their lead in the AL East. You see the ticker at the bottom. I don't need the graphic because you got the base bar today. Yankees now improved to a 3-game lead. A 3-game lead in the AL East. The Baltimore Orioles lost yet again to the Detroit Tigers, who are making a late push to grab one of those wild card spots. And they got schoolable. They got they called up all the kids. They basically did what the Yankees did last year when the Yankees were out of it, but it's the opposite now. The Detroit Tigers are very much in it. They called up all their kids, and they're playing really, really good baseball. They took 2 out of 3 from the Yankees because the PhD in blown saves, Mr. Clay Holmes did his thing. But no, this Yankees with a 3-game lead with 12 games left. They got the likes of the Oakland Athletics, soon to be Las Vegas Athletics. They got the Pittsburgh Pirates. They got a couple tomato cans coming down the pipe, and of course that big 3-game set at the stadium against the Orioles. But what they're doing now is giving them some breathing room, and they're giving themselves some room for error. Obviously, you want to take 2 out of 3 from that series, which would, in all essence, wrap up the division. But continue to stack up and build some distance between you and Baltimore. That should be the Yankees' only objective. And before we wrap here, we're going to give just a little bit more love to Carlos Rodon. Just a little bit more love to Carlos Rodon. Again, look at this is a Game 2 starter in the rotation come postseason time. Absolutely, no doubt about it. And he was solid here in Game 4 of this series, and is a big reason why the Yankees took home the victory and are now headed on to their next series. 3 full games up in the AL East, looking to bring it on home with, again, 12 games remaining. Only 12 games left before we start ramping things up and getting into postseason talk right here at Yankees Digest, bringing you all things New York Yankees. So thanks for tuning in. That wraps this series here, this episode here. The Yankees take 3 out of 4 from the hated Red Sox. It's always a good, beautiful day, beautiful Sunday when the Yankees beat the Red Sox, any day of the week for that matter. They take 3 out of 4. The Judge continues to lay that gavel down and wrap up another AL MVP crown And the AL East is looking really, really, really strong with 12 games to go. But this is Ugo Onyianta with Yankees Digest, bringing you all things New York Yankees. Thanks for tuning in. Come on back. We'll be waiting for you. Peace.